Bank of Canada announcement. No interest rate change in Canada in April. Except I'm recording this the day before the announcement. So, yeah, there's no change. Don't worry. It's fine. By now, you'll have seen it's no change. So, it's no change. And why is it no change? Because that's the way it is. The economy is starting to slide slowly into recession. But the Bank of Canada likes to wait it out. They like to make sure that they feel that they don't look stupid for jumping too fast. And they want to really see the next inflation report, the next CPI print. So that's fine. By the way, they don't care. They're doing fine. They're all those guys, Tiff Macklem and Carolyn Rogers and all those people at the bank are doing just fine. They know, hey, so we don't care. We still got 2 years left on our mortgages, or they have no mortgage. They don't care. They don't care about average Canadians. Not at all. Zero. Okay. So here's the announcement. For the announcement, there's no change. But what's in the future? Well, this might be the final time I can tell you there's no change before the announcement, because truth is, in Canada, the recession just might be here, and things may deteriorate steadily. Unemployment may grow through April, May, coming up on the June meeting. Certainly by the July meeting, there may be some stuff happening. Now, there could be some lags with inflation, because we know that energy's gone up and energy may continue to go up. But in all likelihood, a bunch of other things on the service side of inflation are going down. That's the highest likelihood. But look, no Bank of Canada governor makes decisions in a vacuum. Seriously, they're not just, hey, I don't care. I'll let the economy go into the worst recession ever, and I don't care about that. Well, when I told you they don't care about what happens on an announcement, they don't, because in reality, their lives are not affected. But, big but, they're all human. They're all human. Tiff Macklem's human. Everybody at the bank's executives, everybody on there, everybody who develops policy is human. And they don't really want a shitstorm, disaster, recession hung on their heads. They don't want to, after they leave the bank, whenever they sit down in a nice restaurant in Ottawa, order a bottle of wine, somebody walks by and say, hey, I know you, the son of a bitch bank governor who fucked the country into the ground, okay? Now, you might think I'm exaggerating, although they do that in the U.S. They definitely do, and they do it in other countries. But the truth is, nobody wants to be known as the guy who screwed it all up, just fucked it into the ground, okay? No one wants that. So they think about it. They have to think about it. They have to think about, well, inflation's down. We had a good print. If we get another good print in May, another good print in April, we could go in June. We can go in July. We could do a cut. Now, everybody out there, well, not everybody, but a lot of you who are seeing this, and oh my God, they can't cut now. If they cut now, the U.S. hasn't cut yet, and a Canadian dollar will go to hell versus the U.S., and there'll be more inflation out of that. Yeah, the sky is falling. Well, look, I get it, but I'm old, so I lived through a 64-cent dollar. Oh, you're crazy. We can't live with a 64-cent dollar. Well, life happens. Okay, I'm not even suggesting a 64-cent dollar. I'm suggesting that, yes, if Canada makes the first interest rate cut prior to the U.S. Federal Reserve, there will be impact on the Canadian dollar. Absolutely, there will. If they make 2 cuts before the Federal Reserve starts, that will be in effect, 100%. But they just might, because they just might see the economy falling off a cliff, unemployment falling off a cliff. So they just might, knowing that the U.S. Federal Reserve will start to cut someday. By the way, for people who always said, no, I think the U.S. Federal Reserve is going to raise. Well, the Federal Reserve Chairman, Jerome Powell, has said about 26 times, and some very recently, that he believes there will be cuts this year. Can we just please believe him? I mean, sooner or later that economy goes. Sooner or later our economy might be going now. So folks, please, if it's not June, if it's not July, it will be September. There will be cuts. For everybody who says, no cuts, there won't be cuts. Trust me, there'll be cuts. And that's just the way life is. I mean, the interest rates go way up very sharply, very quickly. Yeah, I know. There was 18% rates back when I was a kid. Yes, there was. Back when I was in my 20s and 30s. Yes, you're right. There were. But that was then. This is now. How's this cost $1 million? How's this costed $119,000 back when I was thinking of 18% rates? So this is the difference. The damage is real. And this Bank of Canada governor is not going to have it hung around his neck that he blew up the Canadian economy. There will be cuts this year, sometime soon. But as we all know now, not this day. There isn't any.